Canada, the quiet giant to America's north, vast, resource-rich, and often underestimated. But as the global order shifts and the world becomes more unpredictable, Canada's role in geopolitics is becoming more critical. And it raises an intriguing question. Could Canada and the United States form an even closer union, a partnership that transforms the future of North America? Today, we're diving into the strategic assets of Canada, its challenges, and the tantalizing possibilities of deeper integration with the United States. What would this mean for both nations and for the world? Let's break it down. But before we dive in, take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us bring you more content on how geopolitics shapes our world, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. First, let's talk about Canada's incredible strengths. It's the second largest country in the world by land area, and it's brimming with natural resources. Think critical minerals like lithium and cobalt, vast oil and gas reserves, and even untapped potential in the Arctic as polar ice melts. This isn't just a resource powerhouse, it's a lifeline for the 21st century economy. But here's the catch. Canada's population is just 40 million. That's less than California, spread across an enormous, often inhospitable landscape. Managing and leveraging those resources? It's a monumental task, one that's expensive and infrastructure-heavy, and it's where deeper ties with the United States could make all the difference. The United States is already Canada's largest trading partner, accounting for over 75% of its exports. Their economies are deeply intertwined through agreements like the USMCA, and their defense systems are integrated under NORAD. So, what happens if this partnership goes even further? Imagine this. A formalized union or deeper alignment between the two nations. Canada's resources flowing seamlessly into American industries. U.S. capital and technology supercharging Canadian development. Together, they'd form a North American juggernaut that could outpace any competitor. This wouldn't just impact the two nations, it would reshape global geopolitics. A U.S. Canada bloc would secure critical mineral and energy supplies, shield itself from supply chain disruptions, and become a counterweight to rising powers like China. It's a vision of stability and resilience, one that could redefine global power dynamics. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Integration comes with risks. Canadians pride themselves on their cultural identity and political autonomy. Many would resist the idea of becoming a junior partner in an American-led union. And in the United States, the idea of taking on a new partner might stir up nationalist opposition, especially if costs are involved. A closer union would require significant political alignment and public buy-in on both sides of the border. It's not just about economics, it's about identity, governance, and shared values. That's a tall order, even for two nations as historically close as these. Perhaps the most compelling reason for a closer union lies in the Arctic. As polar ice recedes, Canada's northern waters are becoming a new frontier for trade and resource competition. A joint United States-Canada Arctic strategy could secure the region against threats from Russia and China while unlocking its vast potential. Think of the Arctic as the next South China Sea, only colder and with even higher stakes. The United States and Canada have a long history of cooperation from World War II alliances to modern trade agreements. But the challenges of the 21st century, from climate change to rising authoritarianism, demand a level of partnership we've never seen before. It's about securing the future. So, where does this leave us? Canada's strategic assets and vulnerabilities align perfectly with America's strengths and needs. The question isn't just whether Canada should deepen its ties with the United States, it's whether it can afford not to. The stakes are high, and as global power centers shift and competition intensifies, the idea of a United States-Canada union might seem bold, even far-fetched. But the logic is hard to ignore. What do you think? Could this be the future of North America, or are the risks too great? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights on the forces shaping our world.